What's up, guys? This is Dom, and we're going up against Fizzle. He's a pretty good battler, and this is actually going to be a really cool game, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with my Azumarill. He's going to start off with his with his Swampert. I brought yet again, this is like the 5th time I brought this Perish Trapping set. I love using this Perish Trapping set. It's very fun to use, so... But, you know, as he gets his rocks up, so I assume I'm going to just kill this Swampert turn 1. I click protect just to stall out a turn, but he reveals the roar, so that's really good prep by him. I actually found out he was expecting a Perish Trapping Azumarill, so because he does have Celesteal in his roster, and I didn't want to get swept by Celesteal, so we decided to trade Toxic, but unfortunately he does miss that. I'm very sorry about that, but I don't think it affects the game that much at all. So I'm thinking he's going to switch out of his Swampert, so I just click Volt Switch. Otherwise he would have had to sack it. There would have been no reason for it. So I'm just going to go into my Gallade. I'm just going to click Poison Jab because this Aromatisse is very obvious coming in. Unfortunately, I don't get a good enough roll to KO it, so I'm just going to go right into my Nidoqueen, which is a pretty safe switch in. You know, because I don't think at that point he would have wanted to risk a Psychic type attack. So I'm going to get my rocks up because he has a couple Pokemon weak to rock, including that Scoldby, which is a threat. And I'm going to my only switch into this Cryogonal, which is a Cryogonal. So fortunately, he does switch out, and I do actually get this Rapid Spin off. And since I see Recover, I assume this is not a Scarf Cryogonal at all. And my Latias can switch in once, and HP doesn't really matter. So here I'm going to force it out. I'm going to click Side Shot because again, this Aromatisse coming in was pretty obvious. Here I'm just going to switch out in case he wants to go into the Greninja, and if he stays in and I go into the Nidoqueen, that'll be fine. So here he clicks Protect. I'm just going to click Poison Jab. He doesn't really have anything that wants to switch into Poison Jab. Maybe the Scolipede, but I don't think he wants to have damage on the Scolipede. I think it's going to be a late game sweeper. So he does sack off the Aromatisse. He goes into his own Cryogonal now, and I don't really want to have my Ditto be too low, so I decided to sack off my Nidoqueen. Here I'm going to force it out with the Gallade, and I'm just going to click Close Combat. And because Gallade is so powerful, I'm just going to click 2 Close Combats, and that's going to be the end of this Swampert here. So the Swampert goes down, and that's his walls broken. And here he goes into his Greninja, which is a pretty big threat. And since this Azumarill is the wrong set to bring versus him, and it's pretty useless against the rest of his team, I'm going to have to sack it off. Here I go into my Scarf Latias and just get a kill with a Scarf Draco Meteor. And that Mega Medicham going down is really huge. Here, it's actually almost in range of -2 Draco, but I gotta sack something else, so I decided to sack my Zapdos. In hindsight, I think this was probably the wrong sack. I should have sacked the Gallade at this point, but I don't think it doesn't really change the fact at the end, because the Glade at that point was kind of useless, but it was useful against the Cryogonal, which I was afraid of, because it did outspeed it. So I'm going since -2 Draco doesn't kill the Scolipede, I gotta sack off my Gallade now. And since my Gallade is now sacked, I just go into my Ditto and just clean up the game from here. So hopefully, I just need this Earthquake to kill or put it at least 9%. Oh, but he's in 12%. He has a chance to crit me now, and he doesn't take that chance to crit me. He forgot I also speed boost too, so he had a 6.25% chance to win if he clicked Earthquake on that, because he 100% needed a crit to kill my Ditto. So that was a close game. It went down to the wire, and it was a really good game. And Fizz, despite his record, had a very good game, and he usually plays a lot of good games too. So I definitely suggest you guys check out his content, and his videos of this game were pretty nice too. So I enjoyed them. So go check him out. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. I love reading your guys' comments, so do that definitely. And I'll see you guys on Friday with a 3rd video for this week, so I'll see you guys.